Welcome to Math Cafe. Enjoy math sip by sip. In this session, we are going to see the differentiation of functions in implicit format. Hope you have watched the previous videos about the differentiation and you remember all the basic definitions. If you recall, we have seen the derivative of functions like y is equal to sine square x, y is equal to x cube plus x square plus tan x, or y is equal to cos square x plus tan x plus 1, or y is equal to x to the power 10 minus sin x whole to the power x square plus cos x. These are some of the questions or some of the type of the questions we have seen in the previous sessions. If you observe this, everything is given explicitly as y is equal to f of x. Maybe if I consider x square plus y square equal to 25, or x square plus 2hxy plus y square plus x square y, or yx cube equal to 0, or x square minus xy plus y square is equal to pi. These are all some other expressions which are not necessarily to be functions, and still you want to find the derivative of these expressions. See, notice that these are all not functions, but we need to find the derivative of this function. If you consider the first one, from here you could have written y square equal to 25 minus x square, or y is equal to plus or minus root 25 minus x square, and you can separately differentiate each term and you can complete. But if the question is of this form or in this form, it is not very easy to get y as a function of or an expression of x alone. In such cases, how do we do the differentiation? That is what is the objective of this session. We need to find derivative of an expression in which the relationship between x and y is given in implicit format. That is why this session we call it as implicit differentiation. Let us see one example to make it clear. Say x square plus y square is equal to 25 and you need to find dy by dx. How do we start? We know already the chain rule and the standard results. We will start like this way. Take this answer part as first step, x square plus y square equal to 25. You differentiate each term with respect to x. You can write like this, differentiate with respect to x, or d by dx of the first term, d by dx of second term, and d by dx of the last term. You are differentiating each term separately. Now, what is derivative of x square? We know the formula. Differentiation stands for decreasing, push it down, take 1 away. That means 2x. And this y square. And we haven't learned any derivative of y. And here the strategy is you treat y as an x. What is derivative of your y square? It will be 2y. And as you remember, this term is a y, not x, so we can't differentiate y with respect to x. Or here comes the chain rule. You need to differentiate y again with respect to x, that is dy by dx. It is just like sine of x square we differentiated as cos x square into derivative of x square as it is not an x. Same thing, since it is a y term, you differentiate y again dy by dx. Now dy by dx of 25, as it is a constant, it is 0. Now you rewrite this expression as 2y dy by dx is equal to negative 2x, or dy by dx is equal to, cancel the 2's, so it will become negative x by y. This is the procedure. If I make it as an algorithmic approach, this will be the procedure. The first step and the most important thing, first you count how many y terms are there in your question. If you have one y term, you will be expecting 1 dy by dx, and if there are 2, there will be 2 dy by dx, or the number of dy by dx is depends upon the number of y terms present in the question. And then second point to remember, you differentiate each term as it is an x, and whenever there is a y comes, you differentiate y as an x, and once you differentiate y, that differentiation will be complete only when or whenever you differentiate a y term, your answer will be on a landing note of dy by dx. And here comes the count of y, as I said in the beginning. You count the y's and you need to make it sure that you always got that many dy by dx in your answer. And the third step, rearrange as all the dy by dx on one side and non-dy by dx on the other side. And finally, the answer has write dy by dx equal to. This procedure you follow always, then you will never make any mistake. I repeat, the number of dy by dx is same as number of y's in your question. And whenever you differentiate y, you will be landing on a dy by dx, or when you differentiate y followed by a dy by dx happens always. Collect all dy by dx on one side and non-dy by dx on the other side. Then finally the dy by dx, and this is the procedure and the method to be followed. Let us see another example. Suppose the question is root x plus root y equal to root a. As I said, we are differentiating each term d by dx of root x plus d by dx of root y equal to d by dx of root a. Hope you remember the derivative of root x. Please don't think that every time I will apply the formula x raised to n etc. and will get the answer. Please no. Remember, derivative of root x is always 1 by 2 root x, then plus 1 by root y, it is 2 root y. Again our algorithm, it is a y, and whenever you differentiate y, you must get a dy by dx as on your landing note. So you are perfectly right. And here constant 0. Now rewrite, it is 1 by 2 root y dy by dx is equal to 1 by 2 root x, or dy by dx is equal to, this is negative 2 root y by 2 root x. Cancel the 2's. So the final answer is negative root y by root x. That is what is our answer. Let us see the third question. Ax plus by square equal cos y, and you need to find the derivative of dy by dx. Differentiating each term, so it is a into, it's a constant, so I'm pushing out, plus b into, again b is another constant, d by dx of y square, and that is equal to what? D by dx of cos y. Now a into derivative of x, that is 1, and b derivative of y square. So square means it is 2y, and as it is a y, into dy by dx, and derivative of cos y minus sin y. Whenever y, you must get another dy by dx, then only the differentiation is complete. Now please, if you have a doubt, as I said, if you are thought the number of y's in the question beginning, there are 2 y's and you got 2 dy by dx, perfectly, you are on the right track and you have done the differentiation in the correct way. Now we'll rewrite this expression as, see, dy by dx, and here we have a 2by, and this term I am taking the left side, minus sin y comes to the left, so it is positive sin y dy by dx, and non-dy by dx, that is negative a, and therefore dy by dx will be equal to negative a divided by 2by sin y. So that is where our final answer. Let us see the next question. xy plus y square equal to tan x plus y, and you need to find dy by dx. Let us make the starting. Count y's 1, 2, 3. So you are expecting 3 dy by dx terms in your answer. And you need to start with differentiating each term separately. D by dx of xy, d by dx of y square, d by dx of tan x, d by dx of y. So we have taken derivative of each term separate. Now again, if you look at here, x, y, how many unknowns? X and y both are variables, so it is u and v. You must use the product rule, and that you know very well. First function into derivative of second. What is derivative of y? Dy by dx itself. We can't say anything else. So, and second function into derivative of the first, d by dx of x is 1. I'm leaving that. Then derivative of y square, 2y dy by dx, and derivative of tan x, 6 square x. Again derivative of y, dy by dx. Do not go to the next step unless otherwise you confirm you got as many y as the derivative. See 1, 2 and 3, and that says you're perfectly correct and you can proceed. Now collect all the dy by dx together. X dy by dx plus 2y dy by dx minus, as this dy by dx comes to the left side, it becomes negative, and the right side is 6 square x. And you have one more non dy by dx here, that is a y. it moves to the right. Taking dy by dx common, it is x plus 2y minus 1 equal to 6 square x minus y. Therefore, dy by dx will be equal to 6 square x minus y whole divided by x plus 2y minus 1. That is what is our final answer. Let us see the next question. Sin square y plus cos xy equal to pi, and you need to find dy by dx. And this is very important question. And now these type of questions will be asking for 2 marks. So you need to expect such questions for the board examination. Again, count the number of y's. There is a y, and here there is another y, and there are 2 y's. So we are expecting 2 dy by dx terms for this particular question. And if you observe here, this is an xy and there's a sin square y. As we said, we'll start with d by dx of the first term, that is sin square y, and d by dx of cos xy equal to d by dx of pi. And we'll continue. And if you remember, even in the last video, I have said whenever powers of trigonometric function comes, you need to visualize this sin square y as sin y the whole square, and comes our powerful person who takes the initiative and the priority always. This will become 2 sin y into, again chain rule, derivative of sin y, that becomes cos y, and again it is a y into dy by dx. Once more, sin square y means sin y the whole square. Power comes first always, so 2 times sin y, and derivative of sin y, cos y, into derivative y is dy by dx. And now derivative of cos, negative sin xy. Again, if you notice this, xy is a product. We need to differentiate xy by using the product rule. X into derivative of y will be dy by dx plus y into derivative of x is 1. Then derivative of pi will be 0. Now rewrite again. This I can write 2 sin y cos y immediately as sin 2y dy by dx. And if you notice, we got already 2 dy by dx terms. We are absolutely right. Open the bracket, minus x sin xy dy by dx and minus y sin xy equal to 0. Now we are rewriting with all the dy by dx on one side and non-dy by dx on the other side. I am taking dy by dx common also. Sin 2y minus x sin xy equal to y sin xy. Therefore, dy by dx is equal to y sin xy whole divided by sin 2y minus x sin xy, and that is the final answer. Please cross check 2 y's and we got 2 dy by dx. So we are perfectly alright. This is our next question. X cube plus x square y plus xy square plus y cube is equal to 81. Find dy by dx. As the first step, we will be counting the y's. 1, 2 and 3 y terms. We are looking for 3 dy by dx in the entire question. And if you notice again here, x square y a product and xy square also another product. Be cautious and be careful. Answer will be starting with d by dx of the first term, x cube, d by dx of x square y the second term, and d by dx of xy square the third term, and d by dx of y cube, and finally d by dx of 81. This step is not necessary to write always. You can just write differentiating with respect to x, and straight away you can move forward if you are comfortable. Now x cube means 3x square, and derivative of x square y, product rule, x square into derivative of y. I am writing y dash instead of dy by dx. Both are same thing, into y into 2x, and xy square means x into y square. So 2y y dash, derivative of y will be instead of dy by dx I wrote y dash, and plus y square, and y cube will be what? 3y square. Push it down, take 1 away, and as it is a y, landing on a y dash, and derivative of the 81 0. Before going to the next step, please count the number of dy by dx. See, I got 1, another one 2, and another one here 3. That's what we are looking. We are in the right track and we can continue with the answer. Collect all the y dash on one side. This is y dash into, here you have an x square, and here you have a 2xy, and there 3y square. And all the non-dy by dx I am pushing to the right side. It is negative 3x square, negative 2xy, and negative y square. Finally, y dash will be equal to negative of 3x square plus 2xy plus y square. I have taken all the negatives common out and then writing with a common negative x square plus 2xy plus 3y square. Whether you write y dash or dy by dx, both are same thing. Don't worry about that. Let us see one of the most important question from this section, and this came many times for the board examination. This specific question why I have chosen, there's a small difference while comparing with all other questions what we have seen. And if you recall the question format, in every question we have seen more x terms rather than y terms. And if you notice here, the number of y terms are much more than the x terms. And this question can be done in many ways. I'm going with a specific way. Here I will write x is equal to cos y by cos of a plus y. My strategy is here, the number of y terms are much larger than x. Instead of writing many dy by dx, I will be differentiating this expression with respect to y to make it easier. Repeat, here I have more y terms and very less x term. That is why I am proceeding in that way. Now differentiating, dx by dy will be equal to cos a plus y into derivative of cos y minus sin y into dy by dy, that is 1, so I am leaving that. Then cos y into, what is derivative of cos a plus y again, minus sin a plus y into derivative of a 0 and derivative of y with respect to y, that is 1, so just leaving, and divided by cos a plus y the whole square. And when you simplify this, this is negative cos a plus y into sin y plus cos y sin of a plus y and whole divided by cos square a plus y. Now here I am making a small change. I am writing the positive term first, sin a plus y cos y minus cos a plus y sin y whole divided by cos square a plus y. And if you notice, the numerator is sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. That is the identity. A and b are a plus y and y respectively, and you apply the identity, then you will get dx by dy equal to sin of a plus y minus y divided by cos square a plus y. And then y and y get cancelled, you flip it, dy by dx equal to cos square a plus y and whole divided by sin a, and that's our answer, and easily you got the marks. Hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you for watching Math Cafe. Please like, subscribe and share.